David Lee Murphy, Kicks 105.5, a great day to you. I'm Sean Knight. It is 747. On the line from North Carolina, Good Policies with Mike Barrett. Good morning. How we doing, brother?
I am doing well, except for all the badgering I just received from you before we went on the air.
Well, you never told me that we were going on family vacation and then didn't take me. So that was a concern, and you say you're on the Atlantic Ocean right now, soaking in the rays, and it's overcast here, and only 57. Well, you got at least 70 down there, right? Having a nice 80-something day. You're going to go swimming?
Yes. In fact, I'm looking at our pool right now. It looks pretty comfy. I'm going to have to hop in after we talk.
Yeah, the itinerary is swim, eat a nice big breakfast, make a sandcastle, maybe fly a kite, hang out with the wife. So, the hardworking people of Barrett Insurance Agency. Now, I think it's important that people take time to sharpen their saw, as they say. There was an old motto that there was a man in the forest, and he's just constantly sawing at this tree, and a guy tells him, you know, you could have much better results if you just stop and sharpen your saw. And no, I have no time. Got to keep going. So he's getting at this tree with a dull blade. And so in order to provide the best customer service and to continue to be fresh on things up and coming in insurance, Mike Barrett refreshing his batteries.
Exactly.
So, was there anything we were going to talk about of importance today, or just checking? I mean,
there's always important things to talk about.
Let's discuss some things that are like frequent happenings, like having your glass cracked or having a dent in your vehicle, and you want to just go and get a minor thing fixed. Most insurance companies, they have a couple $100 deductible. You can get your windshield done up to once every year? Pretty average.
No, it does happen frequently, but there's not really a limitation on the company side. And actually leading into a conversation that I wanted to have, because you're talking about enhancements of coverage that are available on most auto policies, and that is things that can help you lessen your exposure or lessen the loss or your out-of-pocket expense should something happen to your vehicle. So let's talk about the windshield since you brought it up, and then I'll get to the one that I had as an example this morning.
Okay.
Because I like to talk about things that come across my desk. And the one I'll get to is something that's been coming across my desk very frequently over the past couple of weeks. But for a windshield, windshield loss or glass loss, and I'm talking, it could be any glass on your car. It could be your back window, a side window. That's going to come under comprehensive coverage, also known as other than collision coverage. Companies like to use one of those terms depending on the company's desires, I suppose. And really, when you have a comprehensive deductible, whether it be $100, $250, $500, if you have a glass loss, it's going to be subject to that deductible. What I like to tell people is there are enhancements that you can buy. There's additional coverage you can purchase that can make it so that even if you have that kind of a deductible for a comprehensive loss, you can actually choose to have a $0 glass deductible, which is much better at the time of loss. Then there are companies that will tell you that you can use a preferred vendor, like maybe a Safe Light Auto Glass or a Portland Auto Glass, to guarantee or back up the work. So there's really some nice pieces of coverage there. But what really has been coming across my desk quite frequently is rental reimbursement. And what is rental reimbursement? It is not if you're going on vacation and you want to rent a car. It is if your vehicle is now, for some reason, due to a covered loss, unable to be driven. So now it's either getting repaired, or it's going to get repaired over a period of time, or maybe, God forbid, you had what was considered a total loss, and now you need to have that window of time to find a replacement vehicle. That is where rental reimbursement comes in. It is not automatic. There are some companies that will give you up to $20 a day built in, but not all. It's something that you specifically have to add.
And $20 really doesn't cover much, because most rental places are like $80 to $150, depending on what you're doing.
Right, and then you factor in whether they're going to want you to buy their insurance or whether you should buy their insurance, which is really a whole other dialogue.
Yeah, actually, that was something that maybe when you return, we can discuss when they always say, do you want to buy the additional insurance? Now, I've been told, always buy insurance. If it's ever offered to you for whatever reason, just take it, because it's usually pretty inexpensive and it covers your CYA.
It does. And we can talk about that next week when I'm back. But really, if you're looking at your policy and you don't have rental reimbursement, I've had people that I have sold an auto policy to that we have said, okay, here is what it would cost to have rental reimbursement coverage added to your policy. They will specifically say, no, I'm good. And then they will suffer a loss. And I'm not kidding. The first question they ask is, do I have rental reimbursement?
Yeah.
Or can I rent a car and will it be covered?
And you said, you turned it down. Nope.
Exactly, and it's never a comfortable situation. Believe it or not, we hate to have to let our customers down. We hate to have to say, no, I'm sorry, that's not something that's covered for you. So it's really all about never say never, and I think that's the problem when people are looking at buying insurance versus comparing the coverages and the prices. They tend to say never will happen to me and not choose a piece of coverage. And I'll tell you right now, when you have that loss, you're going to want that coverage. And it's very inexpensive. You can have up to $50 a day, up to $75 a day, not to exceed a 30-day window for renting a vehicle for a loss. It's really something that will save you some money out of pocket.
You've been listening to Good Policies with the Barrett Insurance Agency in St. Johnsbury. Mike Barrett on the phone. You return when, my friend?
I will be back in the next couple of days.
Is the office still open?
The office is still open. We have Anita, who is working and holding down the fort. She's our great producer and customer service representative in the office, and she's got over a dozen years' experience, and she's probably better at this than even me, which is hard to say, but she's really good. So she will definitely take care of anything that comes in, and she's amazing.
Always a pleasure, buddy. Look forward to talking to you next Wednesday.
Have a great week. Enjoy the overcast, and I'm going to go take a dip.
Bye. You are a dip.